Hi, I'm Shwetapriya Chaprala. Here is our poster, Ciprofloxacin-induced hypersensitivity vasculitis. I work together with Konstantin Nistarter and Nikhil Madala, and our attendings are Dr. Vila and Dr. Lowell. We all work together at Piedmont Athens Regional Medical Center. So our learning objectives for today are early recognition of ciprofloxacin-induced vasculitis. So we all have known that ciprofloxacin has been safely used for many years, which covers gram-negative bacteria and atypical pneumonia. One of the unique side effects of ciprofloxacin is vasculitis, which can appear in papular erythematous and pruritic rash. So the rash typically subsides within days of discontinuing the medication. On literature review, we have found that there were 15 case reports regarding ciprofloxacin-induced vasculitis. However, the reaction is uncommon, but the severe side effect associated with ciprofloxacin, the challenging part of diagnosis is it resembles other forms of vasculitis. Here, the history of recent use of ciprofloxacin and timely discontinuation of medication is a key. So, we have a patient who presented to our facility, 39-year-old male with abdominal pain and palpable purpura on lower extremities ongoing for last 2 days. 1 week prior to presentation, he saw his PCP for a suspected cellulitis and he was given ciprofloxacin. 5 days into his treatment, he ended up developing a symmetric, non blanching, non pruritic purpuric rash on his lower extremity, which eventually became bilateral and migrated towards his groin, as you see in the picture in the left side. A day before prior to presentation, patient had severe abdominal pain which made him come to the hospital. He got a CT scan of abdomen with contrast which revealed duodenitis. He got extensive workup involving HIV and viral hepatitis panel which was negative. He also got an autoimmune workup which did not show any positive findings. However, he has the elevated inflammatory markers including ESR and CRP. He got a skin biopsy which revealed leukocytoclastic vasculitis. Eventually, patient was started on steroids. Within 12 hours into his treatment, his rash subsided. However, patient was sent home on a steroid taper. He got readmitted with a worsening abdominal pain. He got a full GI workup including colonoscopy and endoscopy which showed diffuse gastritis. So, patient was then discharged again with the steroid taper with close follow-up with his PCP and gastroenterology. So, coming to our discussion, after ruling out all of the causes of vasculitis, drug-induced vasculitis seemed to be the most common etiology in this patient given his recent use of ciprofloxacin. So, timely diagnosis is essential, and we all have to have a high degree of suspicion given the fatal outcomes associated with it. Interestingly, vasculitic lesions can also be found in the gastrointestinal tract with ciprofloxacin. So, immediate discontinuation of ciprofloxacin and initiation of steroids is a cornerstone of treatment for favorable outcomes. Thank you.